Nick Koumalatsos here with my father, Jimmy Koumalatsos. Since he was here, I figured it'd be a good time to do a little question and answer, and we got all your questions. But we're gonna do 10. The wonderful Miss Capra is gonna be moderating. What you got, Miss Capra?
There was probably about 10 people, or maybe 6, that asked if you were in the military, and they wanted to know if the military was something that Nick picked up because you were in the military.
What? Say that again? I didn't get the... Was I in the military?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I wasn't. No, I didn't get to be in the military. I wish I would have, though. I think I'd have made a pretty good Marine.
You probably got in a lot of fights.
Probably. But is that a bad thing?
No.
I mean, I don't know.
You got in a lot of fights anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's nothing different there. What was the other part of the question? No, that was all his own.
What was it like to have such a badass as a son?
What was it like?
What was it like to have such a badass as a son?
And that was from Texter.
Okay. He didn't start off that way. Actually, he was a really sweet little boy. And so pretty, as a matter of fact, as a little boy, that I kept checking his diaper just to make sure he was a boy, because he was so pretty he could have been a girl. He was a little bit soft growing up, you know, but that changed. Big surprise for me, and actually turned out all right.
What'd you think when I first said I'm gonna join the Marine Corps?
Oh yeah, he told me he was gonna join the Marine Corps, and I was like, I don't know, son. Marine Corps is a little tough. You might want to go with the Air Force. You know, they'll take better care of you. It's a little easier.
That would have been a good decision, though.
Yeah, and then I asked him. I said, well, what is it about the Marine Corps you like? And this was classic. They got the coolest uniforms, man.
Oh man.
And I was thinking, oh boy, he's in for it.
You know what's
That's
crazy?
kind of good. He probably needed it.
You know what's crazy about that though? You know those cool uniforms? You know how many times I wore those?
But you know what? It's true. They do have the coolest uniforms.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's no doubt about it. Everybody believes that.
Like that one time every 3 years I put on blues, walk in the bathroom and take a piss, and you look in the mirror and you're like, damn, I look sexy.
I remember sister's wedding.
That's right. Yeah.
You wore your dress blues during that wedding, and you looked very good.
Catching the eyes of all the Calhoun County ladies. Yeah. All 2 of them.
That's right. Everybody else was in flip-flops.
Next question.
Okay, Chad Baxter wants to know, who's a better shot through the glass when you all go to the range? I know your old man's pretty wicked behind a rifle.
Chad, you're an asshole. First off. I don't know. I mean, you took me hunting, and you put me in a situation to where I couldn't shoot anything.
He probably is. He's had a lot more experience than I've had. He's done a lot more shooting than I have.
We're talking long gun though, so not just rifle, not AR. I think Chad's probably specifically talking about long gun.
Yeah, he is. And as you get older, it's kind of hard to shoot between heartbeats.
There's a lot of carcasses hanging in your house.
We won't talk about carcasses.
Okay.
Right. Next.
Speaking of carcass, who pulled more ass? Nick or your dad?
Well, that all depends. If you're talking about female, that's probably me. Now, the other kind, I don't know.
I did spend some time on a ship. It's not gay if you're underway.
That's what I heard.
This is for you.
From
Dan New.
Dan New. Oh, Danny boy.
Oh, I'm scared now.
Was the history of the Spartans as big of a deal to you guys when you were young as it is now?
I don't remember that being a big issue, a big deal. The thing I remember about Spartans as a young kid was that I remember my parents, or specifically my father, would tell me that Spartans were very mean people, and they would cut you in a heartbeat. He didn't really elaborate to being the great warriors that they supposedly were. He kind of painted them like gypsies or something. They were like...
Well, Papu was from an island.
They were like pirates or something. I don't know. Yeah, he was from an island. And pretty badass himself.
Yeah. He had the hugest forearms. Well, he had forearms like you. Theirs bigger than yours.
No, his were twice as big as mine. Man, he was hammering, 8 hours a day as a carpenter.
Actually, right there.
Yeah.
There he is.
That's him.
Looking like something out of a Humphrey Bogart movie.
That's Big Nick right there, buddy.
You did have one that wanted to know if you had any tattoos.
Where's your tattoos?
Do I have any tattoos? Absolutely not. Nope.
What's your thoughts on tattoos?
Well, I think they're great for certain people, Not for me. No ink on this beautiful body.
So I
think yours look good.
I got his name tattooed on me.
My name?
Yeah, it's your name.
Okay.
Sure, you had it first.
Yeah.
And he won't get mine.
What is your opinion of Nick's ponytail he wears when he works out?
Well, actually, I kind of like the ponytail because, you know, I'm kind of glad he can grow one, actually. You know, there's a lot of people who can't.
I am getting older, and my hair's still here.
And
I have you and Papu to thank for that, I think.
I wouldn't wear that ponytail other than working out. I mean, if you're ever out in public, that's a great way to get over on you, buddy. Grab that ponytail. We used to do that in football in high school.
What about the hair wave, like the slow motion hair wave? I cut to that. What do you think of the hair wave?
The hair wave? You do that?
It's been done a couple times. It wasn't a planned thing, but somebody caught me in slow motion with the hair wave. Yeah.
One of those things?
Yeah. They just saw it.
Oh, God. I don't think so. Even when I had long hair, I don't think I ever did that.
And we're going to cut to his haircut. And there we go.
Stephanie says, Mr. Koumalatsos, what is one of your favorite memories of you with your kids?
Kids or kid?
He said kid.
Oh, Stephanie. As in
Stephanie.
Oh,
my daughter, his sister.
The Stephanie.
The Stephanie.
The only Stephanie, right?
Right, of course. What am I thinking?
Favorite memory with your kids?
My favorite memory.
Should include her.
Oh, of course.
You can actually cut me out of it, probably. She wouldn't mind.
You know what? Probably the Christmas day that, you know, when they were really little and they were opening presents and he opened up his Rambo kit.
Oh,
that was
1987.
That was probably my favorite. You know, when he was, what were you, 6?
I was
5, 6
5.
years old, and he got a Rambo kit, which was a knife and bandana and all kinds of things.
How did you know that I wanted that? Like, did you even know that I wanted it?
Well,
or
I mean, Rambo was out at the time. All kids liked Rambo. It was like Spider-Man and everything.
It was an easy win.
Real easy. You know?
Boy, Rambo kit.
And actually, I can't take credit for that. It was Mom that did that.
Of course.
But and you opened it up, and the look on your face, you know, was unbelievable. You went, "Oh my God, just what I needed, Whambo stuff." Of course, he had a little bit of a speech impediment back then, you know.
I was 5. All kids talk like
That's
that.
That's true. Whambo stuff. And
So how did Stephanie play into that? She didn't.
Stephanie was just in awe of you, know, run behind you, and like you were like a big teddy bear.
That's right. Running behind you, chasing you.
Yeah.
All day long.
All day long.
Dan New
Again.
wants to know, do Greeks really say opa, and if so, what the hell does it mean?
Oh, that's great. I have my own personal experience with this. I want to hear what you say.
Opa.
Opa.
Hey, Opa is something they say. I mean, you know, what does it mean? I don't know what it means. It's just something that people say. What, you know, when rednecks say yeehaw, you know, what does that mean? Does that mean anything? It's just something that gets people fired up. When they're excited about dancing and partying and having a good time, it's like, hey, Opa, Opa, Opa.
So this is crazy. So all my time, especially going and visiting several years, never heard it there.
It's interesting. Well, I mean,
Now, like, you know, Yamas and,
well,
you know,
yeah, that's like a cheers thing.
Yeah.
Drinking.
but other than that, I have never heard it.
Anytime you have Greeks dancing, there's going to be a lot of Opa.
We didn't hear that at the wedding.
Opa. Which way?
Iranians.
Oh, really?
No. Did you hear it? Not once.
I mean, I was saying it.
Opa.
She was the only one saying
Well,
it.
you gotta have the old school Greeks there, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that's what I was
Surprised
curious.
my mother did.
She was too busy pounding wine and dancing.
That's like her.
Next question.
Okay, this is a food question.
We like food.
Oh yeah.
Food question's good.
What is the most incredible Greek food you've ever had, and what Greek food does America lack?
We like the budico, pastitsio,
Vegetables,
meatballs,
her fried meatballs, man, epic, unbelievable.
pastitsio,
Goat meat, grilled on the spit, goat meat in Greece.
pidiero,
Probably the best flavor meat.
pidiero, souvlaki,
Lucky I like. That's about it.
all of it.
Oh,
What Greek food does America lack? Because there's stuff we just do not even have.
I think the difference is there's a lot of stuff that people make. The difference is we don't have the right spices to make it taste the right way.
you know, I've always thought that too, but I think a lot of times you know, we go to Greece and we have some wonderful food, but it's kind of like fine wine or a good drink. Sometimes it's the company that you share it with that makes it so good.
There you go. Nothing on that.
So Ouzo, Rocky, or Tispuro, or all three?
Tipuro?
Cipro.
Tipuro to me is like diesel fuel. I'm not a big fan.
I think we have some.
I think Ouzo would be my choice.
You know what I really like? Mastica.
Sweet, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Oh
But
yeah,
Ouzo's nice.
any of that stuff you gotta drink a little bit.
Lots of just, you know, was Nick a problem child? Was he an asshole? What?
Let's do that one.
Was-
Okay, so
You
the
really
question.
want to do that one?
Yeah, absolutely. So
Okay.
the question, Mitch wants to know if I was a problem as a child.
As a child, young child, no. Actually, he was pretty good. Great kid.
Things went
Later
south.
on, as a teenager, he got to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but I think we straightened him out a couple times.
I gotta hear one time the story of
Okay,
this.
let me set this thing up.
Yes.
I'll set it up.
I mean, what?
Let me set this whole story in play. I was running with some bad kids, doing some stupid stuff. I thought I was a little badass. So one night, my friends were going out and we were gonna do some nefarious activities. And I decided that I was gonna sneak out of my house, of my mother's house. My father at the time lived about 2 hours, you lived in Dothan?
Yeah.
He lived in Dothan, Alabama, about 2 hours away from Panama City Beach. He was not even in my thought picture mind or anything. So I go do these activities, and then I, like a big tough guy, I just come rolling in the front door around 3, 4 in the morning. And what do I find? My father in the living room with my mother. Needless to say,
Didn't turn out too well.
there's a feeling that you get in your organs where they like disappear, or they leave your body at some point.
Growing pains.
Anyways, he was slick though. As a father, he was slick. He did not park his car or truck, I don't know what it was because I never saw it, anywhere near the house. So I thought it was just my mom there.
Down the road.
That was pretty smart. I'm gonna have
Because
to.
I figured if you saw it, you'd be turning around and
I'm out of
the
here.
other way.
So what was your perspective during that time, on that night?
I was just upset because your mom was upset. I was worried about you. I just thought it was a perfect time to try and straighten you out a little bit. You turned out okay.
I was scared. There were some threats made. Gave me a lot to think about. Here's the moral of the story. If you're one of the teenagers watching this, don't be an asshole. Be nice to your parent, because one day you might be a parent and you might have an asshole kid and it's a pain in the ass. Be nice. Do your chores. Do your homework. Make good grades. All right? Don't get felonies as an 11, 12-year-old. Don't be an asshole. All right.
Last question. Does Windex really work for everything?
I don't really know where the
Where the fuck
Windex
does that
thing.
come
Where did that
from?
come from?
Do you know what does work for everything? Do you know what it is? Olive oil and lemon juice.
There you go. Olive oil and lemon juice.
That's the real trick. That's what they didn't put in the movie.
The real deal.
The real deal. Olive oil and lemon juice. Hey, thanks guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Really enjoyed having my father here. We do not get to spend enough time together, and it was really good having him here for a week and spending some quality time, and also getting him to kind of see this part of my life and to include him on that. So I look forward to doing it more. I look forward to getting down there to Pensacola and doing some stuff there. So with that, Yamas, have a good night. Be prepared, never quit, never surrender. Like, comment, subscribe, and do me a favor, go ahead and hit that little bell button, little notification button. See you guys next time.